Hello and welcome to Hardware Husky. Today we'll be looking at MSI's Gaming X Trio RTX 3070. But before we begin, there's a very serious warning I have to draw your attention to. Yeah, I don't know what, but I hope this card doesn't do that to us. Let's look around the box. Pretty plain. On the back, it tells you about Trifrozer 2, the Torx Fans 4.0, airflow control, core pipes, and the Dragon Center. We'll get into these a bit later. Let's get the box open and see what you get inside. Once we pull the inner sleeve out, you're greeted with this black MSI envelope, and the envelope contains some documentation cards. What do we have here? Okay, how to upgrade your PC with a new graphics card. This appears to be a comic book style installation guide on how to put your graphics card in. How to install it properly. Yep. And how to use MSI Afterburner. Quite a cool little booklet. Have a read through it later properly. What else do we have? We have a graphics card support bracket installation guide. We have a product catalog. Thank you for choosing MSI product card and register on the forum. And we have a more traditional looking installation guide. So let's peel off this foam and reveal the graphics card. There you go, the graphics card. But first, let's look at the graphics card support bracket. It feels quite weighty. Where's the opening to the packet? Yeah, there we go. What do we have here? We have some extra sticky foam pads, and we have the support bracket, which is plain black except for these three little stripes here, which are slightly gloss. It's quite nice compared to the previous version with the gold on it. It looks pretty sturdy. Let's get the graphics card out. The graphics card is really well packed with lots of foam protection. No, don't come out that way. Let's pull it out this way. There we go, and slide it out. Wow, this is a pretty weighty graphics card. Let's get it open and see what it looks like without the bag on it. Go. Right down and pull it out. Wow, I do like the look of this. The plastic shroud is a nice color. It's really thick heatsink, really weighty, and this is the new composite backplate, which is quite nice looking. I do like this. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here's all the ports with their little plugs in. What we have here is one HDMI port and 3 display port. We'll go into the versions of them a bit later. We have a nice anti-sag support bracket, which is like built into the card, which is really thick. It looks really good. What else do we have? We have 2 8-pin connectors, and yeah, let's lay out what we get in the box all on the floor so you can see what you get. Here's the support bracket, the extra foam padding bits. We have the paperwork, some more paperwork, and this last one that isn't quite in frame properly is the support bracket installation guide. And there we go. This is what you get in the box. Back to the ports. We have 3 display ports, version 1.4a, one HDMI 2.1 which supports 4K at 120 Hz. This is the standard layout for NVIDIA. Looking at the cooling solution, this is the Tri-Frozer 2 design using the Torx 4.0 fan blades. As you can see in this picture here, fan blades are in pairs and they're connected on the outside, stiffening up the fan blades. On to the most moaned about part of the card is the graphene composite backplate, which is plasticky but it's not. Listen. Using thermal imaging, you can see that the backplate dissipates heat really well, better than the 1080 Ti metal backplate in my opinion. And for all those interested, here's a shot of the capacitors on the back of the GPU. Looking at the fin stack, it has louvers in the fins and the top has these bumps. This is what MSI calls airflow control and guides air to where it's needed. Now onto the dimensions. This card is a bit of a beast at 323mm long and 140mm high. And with it being 56mm thick, it's going to take up 3 expansion slots, even though it physically only requires 2 on the support bracket side. Here is a comparison to my 1080 Ti, which I thought was quite a large card anyway, and this being even bigger. And when installed in my case, it barely fits. This is a Corsair Crystal 680X. It only takes a maximum of 330mm card, so there's only 7mm to spare between the fan and the end of the card, and it's definitely a tight fit. And lastly, onto the RGB. Well, the RGB that can be seen when the card is mounted horizontally anyway. We have the light bar up the top, which is not diffused very well, but it still looks quite nice. And below that we have the MSI logo and badge, which is also RGB. On the face of the card we have some more RGB. This is like 3 claw marks going through the center fan. And if you don't like RGB, you can turn it all off in the software. And the good thing is, once you select the effect that you want or turn the RGB off in the software, you don't even have to have the software running, which is I'm quite pleased about because I don't really like loads of programs running in the background. So overall, I am very pleased with this MSI Gaming X Trio 3070. It's really well built, it's nice and heavy, the finish is nice, and the performance is definitely better than my 1080 Ti. Not as much as I'd like it to be, but it's definitely a performance jump. And yeah, I really recommend this card if you can get hold of one. I got mine from an online place called Novatech, and they might still have some if you go have a look on their website. I have also noticed that they have a lot of pre-builts with these graphics cards in stock as well, so you could get one that way if you want a new system. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below, and I hope I see you again.